Hi, Darth.
Hello.
Welcome to another day in the Milky Way, everyone. And here we are, another day. And we're going to have some fun tonight. And we're going to have some fun about laughing, humor, and all that other good stuff. And if you don't believe me, I have my tinfoil hat on. And we are ready to have some fun. We don't usually do a fun show, and I don't know what to talk about for fun, but we are going to be funny tonight. Now, I know, anyway, tonight I have Truth and, as everybody knows, Truth and me, Tina, welcome to the show, and Darth. Darth, how you doing, man?
I'm well. How about you?
Good. I seen you on Wayne's show today, reading cards and stuff. You're doing real good, man. You're getting to be a celebrity.
Don't plan to be. No thanks.
Anyway, well, that's all right. That's all right. It's going to be a good night tonight. I hope you draw us a really good card to go with what we're going to talk about. I don't know. Let the no the whatever drives the card reading. You know, I don't know what it is, but how do you psych yourself up, Darth, before you pull a card?
I'm kind of new to this, so
Do you
I guess
concentrate
I
or anything or?
kind of just feel what's right. I guess I'm
Yeah.
still working at it, so
Okay. Okay. Well, I just want to know, because some people they say the cards jump out at them. Other people
that
have like,
happens a lot.
yeah,
I
yeah.
usually wait for if anything like that happens, so or whichever feels strongest.
Mm-hmm. Great. Great. Good. Okay. So what jumped out at you tonight?
First we have the death card.
The death. Whoa. Wait. Stop. This is a fun show. We're gonna kill it tonight. Is that what you're?
Uh, Death is also rebirth.
Oh.
So before you can get to the joyful stuff, you need to clean like what you do in spring. Do a little
Okay.
clean house, take out the old, what doesn't work, and what does work. Like what we see in government right now, we are doing exactly that.
All right. So we're gonna have this is good. We're gonna call this a like a new rebirth show.
Yeah, basically rebirth. You
That
really want to go into prosperity, you still have a lot of hate and judgment on you? Probably not.
no. We want to start out fresh and clean, like a clean slate. See, I got my slate here, and I'm gonna clean it. See, it's
Like
empty,
I
and
was
we're gonna
telling,
start from scratch.
like I was trying to tell Wayne, the whole idea of letting go of the old is to have a better abundance.
Yep.
That way, let's say you meet an old friend, they
Mm-hmm.
might have some anger on you, but let's say you already let the past go, but they still have not so much.
Yep.
And the next card is the star card, which
Star
is
card.
which is
Yep.
also known as the Aquarius card,
Okay.
which actually works in our time period since we are entering into the age of Aquarius knowledge and all that. Hopefully,
So we can have fun with knowledge tonight.
yep.
Ah, I love it.
Aquarius is all about the knowledge and a new hope for the future. That which is what we all want, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
And actually, I was born under this sign, so
Oh, hey, what, you got a birthday coming up?
no, that already happened
Oh,
back in summer.
okay. Okay. Well, we'll have to mark it on the calendar, and then we'll celebrate your birthday by drawing you a card. See there you go.
You're going to have to wait next year.
Yeah. Okay. It's all good. So I like that. So we have the card of death card reversed, and we have the card of knowledge. So we have rebirth of knowledge.
If you want to look at it like that, sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, we gotta look at it. I mean, we gotta look at it in a fun and cheery way tonight. Everything tonight is gonna be about fun and happiness. So, Darth, tell us what makes you happy and laugh?
Music and history.
Awesome. I love history myself. I'm a big
It might
history
be
guy.
because I'm an old soul and I like studying history and I feel a part of history,
Nice.
especially back in the from well, not I would say for the 19th century for no like um during the First and Second World War. I
Mm-hmm.
feel really alive in that time period.
Yeah.
The American Civil War, I also feel alive in that time period. I just like the music
Mm-hmm.
and it's just something about the atmosphere that does it for me. And
Yeah.
notice this when I study countries, which countries I have a fond memory of,
Mm-hmm.
or the architect, like
Mm-hmm.
Japan and China. I
Mm-hmm.
like the how ancient their history is, and I love their architect.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many countries in Europe where my family actually went to, but I didn't get to go. It kind of sucked. And they hit every country that I liked,
Yeah.
and it kind of sucked. So I was like, oh, you hit every country I went, and I didn't get to go.
Oh.
No, my job wouldn't allow me to um take that much time off,
Mm-hmm.
and we were short on the help anyway. So it was
Oh
like
yeah.
it's one of those situations.
Yeah. Oh well, it's you got work comes first. you know I mean, I know I had that problem last week. I was supposed to be on Saturday and work came, and if I don't go to work, I don't pay the bills, and then I don't get on here, and then we don't have a Milky Way Soul Tribe.
Mhm.
You know how it goes. Anyway, well, thank you, Darth. I appreciate you coming on and picking those cards. Those were perfect. I guess a
Some
rebirth of
odd reason,
knowledge. Yes.
some odd reason, I really enjoy listening to war music. I don't know
Or
why.
music. Well, oh
I
well,
think it might be the Patriot songs that really do
oh
it.
that's cool. Well, I mean, everybody's got their own taste. Like I like what is it? I my taste of suede. I put it that way. I used to listen to a lot of country, or at one time, like when I was in high school, it was a lot. I listened to country, but then I got in this thing where I listened to some rock and roll, and then was country, and now I'm all about Elvis. It's all Elvis. I like listen to Elvis. You've heard of Elvis, haven't you?
Yes, I heard of it, but I don't listen to his stuff.
Yeah, Elvis is awesome. So great, great. Well, you know what? You're going to have to share some of the music tastes with us when we have a music show. You think you could pop in then?
Sure, that's
For,
fine.
for oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. Well,
Just let me know ahead of time.
I will. I will. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. And if I had, oh shoot, I should have brought my harmonica. My harmonica's here somewhere. Hey, where's my harmonica? Anyway, there's nobody out there. Just that tractor, Al. It's just the tractor. Anyway, I'd play my harmonica. We'd do like some patriotic music, like Yankee Doodle Dandy or something.
It was
Well,
actually Brian who got me to come on.
yeah.
Because if you told me 10 years ago I would be talking in front of people more
Mm-hmm.
often, the answer would be no. Tarot is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but talking in front of a group of people, no.
Well,
Yeah. Uh, you could say it. I don't like being in front of people.
Well, you know what? I think you and Tina got something in common. I had to pull teeth to get her on too. She didn't want to be on, didn't want to do, and look at now you got both of you. And how about that? And did you know that you were talking to like millions and millions of people right now?
Oh, that helped.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. We have about 20 people in the chat. No, see, I'm doing my funny thing. Yeah. Hi, everybody.
If you would
Welcome
share,
to another day in the Milky Way.
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how to mute the other chat that's going on. It's
You
like,
need to turn the volume down on your computer and just use the volume on your headphones. Okay, so mute your computer and not your headphones. Okay, now you muted your microphone. I can see you muted your microphone from here. Well, she figures that out.
I think we're all technically challenged.
I am not technically challenged anymore.
At least you got that worked out.
I can figure this out. I am, anyway.
It feels like we all start out this way, especially in this tribe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. But think about it. You never thought you'd be on here talking to all these people, and now you are. And speaking of that, we got lots of people in the chat room that we're going to recognize right now. And we have, oh my gosh, we got a whole mess of people. Let's start here. We got Renee Hutchelson, Jules, hello. Milky's mom. Hey, Milky's mom. She just had a birthday the other day. I see people and Trina just stopped by. Hey, Trina. And yep, she says, Ryan was a seer of potential. Darth, Truth in me. See, and did you know I had that one on there? You know, Tina, you were like his first call-in caller. And she can't hear me. Anyway, QT Kitty. I got a funny story about her. Anyway, Ann Allen. I don't think I've seen her here before. Well, maybe I have. Lucky Stone. Welcome, Lucky Stone. He's a good guy. I love listening to his. Dwayne's got me turned on to his stuff. Tina, you muted your microphone instead of your computer. Just turn your computer volume down. I think
I got it.
Oh, you think you got it? Okay, good deal. You'll figure it out. We got time. Al,
well,
here's
just
Al.
breaking the ice with the humor.
Hey, yeah, you just let me go on. I can start rambling. I turned up the volume on my funniness. Remember I told you when we got started here in the beginning, I says, I got to work into this. You know, I got my Be the Frequency You Want to Receive shirt on, and I'm receiving the frequency, everybody. I'm protecting myself with my tinfoil hat against, cosmic rays and 5G. So I am protected to the max, and my brain is fully functioning. So don't worry.
Hey, I'm not worried. This is good. This is good.
Yes. Teresa Dianon. She's on. Lori Duran. Sorry if I mess up your names, but anyway, I'm working on it. Big Al. I hope he's come through Texas and he's on his way home. He said he was going to Chicago, maybe if they routed him that way, but I hope he makes it home so he has the weekend to spend with his family. Who do we got? Claudette I don't know how you say that. Mispelnia?
Hey, hi Trina.
I haven't seen her before, so hello and welcome to the tribe. If you've been here before, oh well, I'm welcoming you again. How about that? Let's see, anybody else here? We got Milky's mom, we got Teresa, Maverick George. Yes, I see Maverick George, man. Pa Joe, he's out there somewhere too. I'm going back through the list. Of course, Darth's here. Hi, Darth. I see you. Yes. Chloe and Tony Cherie is here too. Nice, or she was here.
Hi, Brenda.
And so anyway, we got a lot of people here. Everybody's doing good. Okay, great. Darth, thank you for coming. And I'm glad that you could come and read those cards because that really set the mood for tonight.
You have a good night.
Yes, thank you for coming. I'll see you in the chat, and you come back next time. I need a card reader because you're getting good at it now. You're right on top of it. You know.
So just before you leave, Darth, I just want to say You gave me a lot of courage to come on the Milky Way Soul Tribe tonight. So thank you, because I just appreciate when somebody really puts themselves out there to
You
do
can
the
thank
reading and
Brian.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm not much of a public speaker, so I prefer to
I-
work in the background.
But that's being a pretty amazing leader, in my opinion.
And I prefer to be my own leader and not anybody else's. I don't want to lead anyone down the wrong path that they're not supposed to go.
Aw, but no, I'm just saying you inspired me to be able to come on and speak openly with everybody and just have a few laughs and giggles, and I think you're doing great.
Mm. Nice. Awesome.
And I feel honored to be on the air with you. So, yeah, thanks.
Well, Darth, you're setting the course for all those people who are afraid to talk in front of the millions of people and be in the background. And if you know it or not, you're doing you're showing that anybody can get up here and do it. You're inspiring people. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
flustered.
I'm not very good at compliments, so.
Oh, well, you're getting some good ones tonight. So scoop them up while you can. Yay! All right. Everybody give Darth the thumbs up. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. So anyway, okay, so, Darth.
So I think the biggest thing is just enjoying what we do. So what is the funniest, what makes you laugh, Darth? What makes you laugh?
Comedy.
Comedy? What's your favorite comedy? Is it slapstick? Is it people telling jokes? Which is it? What makes you giggle?
Depends what the time is. Really random, really.
Me, yeah. I like watching all the little animal snippets of cats and dogs, and you always have that. I always relate myself to that dorky cat that goes to try and jump from the windowsill to the back of the couch and then lands on her head halfway through. And it's just humorous and entertaining, and sometimes we fall and we get back up and we just laugh it off, right? So that's kind of where I see humor kind of plays a part in, or when I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. How about you, Robert? Do you ever laugh at yourself when you do silly things?
That's about the only one I got to laugh at.
Yeah, me too. So how does everybody else? Hi, everybody in chat.
Yes, we got.
What makes people laugh in the chat? That's what I'm curious about. What makes people laugh in the chat to help you get through those moments where you just feel awkward and dorky and just absolutely like, what did I just do? And did I do that out in public just now?
Yeah.
You want me to log off, or
yeah. We'll see you next time, Darth. Thank you for coming.
Have a great one.
Okay.
Bye,
okay, later. Bye. You know, when we have all those squares, it's like the Brady Bunch. You know, the more squares I get, it's like I just want to go do 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 do. You know that like Brady Bunch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh geez.
That's yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have felt that many a times. But I don't know. So what makes everybody else laugh? Let's get some interaction in from our
I'm looking at the chat. One says Dad's jokes make me laugh. That was Jules.
Dad's jokes. What's your favorite dad joke?
Yeah, QT Kitty says I love puppies. And they laughed at themselves. Let's see who else do we got here. It says I'm so glad. I don't know, but I'm gonna watch the chat and hopefully we can. But here, oh, Tony Cherie, there she is. Hiya, popping back in to support Tina. I should be asleep. Well, Tony, thank you for coming and doing that. Sorry.
Thank you, Tony.
So what? Let's.
Thanks for being there for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, QT Kitty says puppets. Hey, isn't there a puppet guy? What's the name of that puppet guy that has them puppets?
Puppets.
Huh? Yeah, that
puppets.
Yeah, that puppet guy. I can't think of his name. He does some of those. I don't know.
Oh, are you talking Hanson?
Maybe that's the thing. He's got these ugly puppets. Hanson. Yeah, he's got these ugly old puppet looking things. I don't know who he is. But everybody brags about him. Oh yeah, did you see him? Did you see him? And I'm like, I don't know. I never really watched him. I don't know why some of that stuff, some of those things don't make me laugh. Like these new comedies on TV. I just can't watch that stuff. Like there's the ones where they get these funniest video type things. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a new one on, and then they have like a panel, and then they pick these things, and these people do stupid stuff. And it just doesn't make me laugh. It's not funny. Why would I want to laugh at somebody trying to hurt themselves, or they run into a brick wall, or they do something really? I just can't get that. But now I can watch like I Love Lucy or something like that, and I'm laughing my butt off over that stuff. It's just hilarious. Jeff Dunham, that's who it is. Jeff Dunham. Okay. The one from way back when was McCarthy, wasn't it? McCarthy had the little.
I think so.
Yeah, that was McCarthy. Anyway,
there's a few different people.
Yeah. So well, anyway, like the old TV shows, like Bob Hope. Man, I love Bob Hope movies, and Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Man, I could watch those all the time, and I laugh my ass off. But
humor when you're not humor is hard to do when you're not what do you call it? Sorry, I should be the one wearing the tinfoil hat tonight.
Yeah, you didn't have your tinfoil hat. The 5G is getting to you,
right?
No. So the thing is like once I was watching the new shows, like the new comedies, and I think I lost the humor probably somewhere after Seinfeld. That was like the last funny show I seen. And all these new funny shows, like they just don't cut it for me anymore.
You don't like what's that other one? The Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah, but that was during Seinfeld. That was back in the day. But then like they started these new shows with them geeky guys. Who's the one with the geeky guys? The geek guys that
you're talking about
they just went off the air here a little while ago, thank goodness.
Sheldon.
Yeah, whatever that guy's called. I can't remember the name of the show. That's how much I watched it. Go figure. Anybody know it? Oh, The Big Bang Theory. Okay, Pa Joe, he wins. Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Pa.
Or was it him? Yeah, I think it was Big Bang.
Red Skelton, George Carlin, Robin Williams, Big Bang.
Yeah, George Carlin is awesome. I mean, he couldn't have had enough shows. Too bad he died off. Big Bang. Yeah, Big Bang, man. Now I've watched that show, and I just. They do a few funny things, but I just can't get into it to make me laugh. But now if I watch something like an old show, like with Don Knotts or Lucy or Jerry Lewis or something like that, man, I am just rolling off my rocker over this stuff. And Seinfeld was good. I really like, maybe that's where it started to get to be dry humor. He just had that dry humor, and he'd always get up there and he would talk about, well, how come it is that when they they ask you to, you call and I want to rent a car, and they say, okay, we'll hold the car for you. And then when you get there, there's no car. And they say, well, I said, well, I asked you to hold the car, but well, we don't have any available. Well, I asked you to hold the car. That's what you make a reservation for. So you hold the reservation when I get here. Nope, sorry. And that's what I was, that, see, now that was kind of funny. At least okay.
Well, I think we all have, like, that's the thing with humor, right? We all have a different sense of humor. Some people have dark humor, some people have, you know, like the Hee Haw Show, like Regina Huddleston.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember all those old shows, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But what was that one movie that was put out, Arachnophobia, where it was supposed to be a funny movie and a parody on spiders, and it turned out to be like really creepy and wrong.
Oh yeah. So,
or at least it did for me. I don't know. I think everybody has their own sense of humor, so it's more like what makes people laugh, to bring themselves out of these funky days. Because I don't know, today's one of those days where I've had like just a funky day where I was just trying to get out of myself and trying to find some humor in the day. Does anybody else, like, what do you guys do for that? Do you watch a funny movie? Do you watch all these movies when you get into those funks?
I know I do. Once in a while, I just get in a funk and I'll put in like I said, I'll put in an old movie, you know, and old movies like Bob Hope and Jerry Lewis and things like that. Those movies will make me laugh, and I just feel better. But how come it is when I put on a new comedy movie, for instance, with who's that lady? That heavy set lady, McCarthy, isn't it? The something McCarthy lady. I can't remember. I think that's her last name. She's kind of a heavy set lady, and she screams and yells and cusses so many words. I just go, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's talking. Melissa, is it Melissa McCarthy? I think that's it. But anyway, she gets there, and you know, I mean, as much as she's trying to be funny, it's just not funny. At least to me, anyway. Now, to you people, yeah, sure, okay, go ahead. You know, but everybody has their. Try watching an old movie or an old TV show or something like that. Somebody said Carol Burnett. Man, did she have some good shows? You know, Tim Conway. Oh my goodness! Now that guy, you know, he had so many gags and gigs and. Geez, yes, Milky's mom.
Yeah, he was
Brenda,
funny.
You're right. Tim Conway and who was that guy?
He was
that guy. The other guy. Tim Conway and the tall guy that was his sidekick, kind of, or whatever.
I'm not good on names. You're asking the wrong
question.
I
know. I mean,
I know you keep trying.
Okay. Well, anyway,
everybody else in chat is doing a great job, though.
Yeah,
at answering your question.
Red Skelton, yeah.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke, yes. Well, how many movies have you watched of Dick Van Dyke?
Oh, tons.
Did you watch his? You know, I loved Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I got that one in DVD. But anyway, that and Mary Poppins. Man, I could just watch that show over and over and over. You know, because he is just hilarious in that movie. And even though it's old time cartoon kind of mismatched in there, it's still a really funny show. And to this day, that guy is still, he's like 90 years old and he's up dancing and doing things and he's really active.
Yes.
Yeah, he's married to a gal who's like 40, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. Isby says Hogan's Heroes. Yes, Colonel Klink.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
some of these old shows.
I know nothing. What was that guy? What was the guy's name? And he kept saying, "I know nothing. I know nothing." You know, remember that guy? Oh boy.
That's how I'm feeling right now. I know nothing about laughter. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Sarah
It's
Horton
just having
says
some fun.
Gilligan's Island.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh man, I
gosh.
love Gilligan. I watch it so many. I could quote you almost every show they had, and hey little buddy, you know, it'd be like Skipper, Skipper, And remember when he had the tooth? He had the tooth that played radio shows. He got hit, and he just opened his mouth, and Marianne and Ginger would have him come over, open your mouth. And he'd be like, he'd go around and he'd be like turning his head, going, he'd be dancing around with his mouth open because it's playing music. Oh my goodness. I mean, and Gilligan was always like the hero. Somehow, by his stupidity, he ended up being the hero in the end. Like, remember the time, I suppose everybody else probably remembers it. Okay, if you watched it, remember the time there was a hurricane and they all went into the cave, but there wasn't enough room for all of them. So somebody had to go outside. And this is where loyalty, I mean, each show taught you a lot about something. And so Gilligan says, I'll go, and they drew straws or something. So he broke a straw off and he says, well, I'll go. So he goes out there, and then the skipper's like, I can't leave my little buddy. And he runs out there in the storm and he's hugging him around the tree so he doesn't blow away. And then the professor's, well, I can't leave him too. And then the next thing before you know it, they're all, make a long story short, they're all out there hugging the tree, and the lightning strikes and the big boulder comes down and crashes in and destroys the entrance to the cave. And they would all been in there dying. And, and he saved the day again.
Yeah, there's some good shows out there. I don't remember that episode, but I do remember pieces of that episode.
Oh yeah.
So it's always entertaining. I think my favorite was watching Carol Burnett.
Yep.
And how she was just slapstick, and the looks, like, she just had this way of expressing something without expressing. And I always thought that was really funny, because it's like she had timing down to an art form.
Yeah, and the way she did her gestures and things, like she did the what, like, and she used her hands and her body and did all kinds of, man, she was just like, yeah. Somebody else said, or Dark Truth, hey, Dark Truth. Anyway, said that Gilligan, Bob Denver, who played Gilligan, was in Dobie Gillis. That was another fun show. If anybody's ever watched Dobie Gillis, not too many people have, but that was a good one.
That's cool.
Somebody mentioned The Love Boat. I don't know if I guess that was kind of a comedy. Sort of, kind of, yeah. They don't make shows like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Carol Renee says Carol O'Connor in All in the Family. Man, he was he had them one-liners. He had that, and then meathead.
Those, I think those were, that. I don't recall watching those ones, but I was just looking at here. Three's Company, yes. Teresa.
Oh yeah, the Three's Company.
Three's Company
was good. I mean, Ritter, whatever.
John Ritter.
John Ritter, yeah. I was like, I know his name. What's his name? Ritter. His dad was Tex Ritter. I'm pretty sure his dad was Tex Ritter. The famous cowboy singing star. Do you know that? Anyway.
No, did not know that. Look at you.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nice. I like that.
Anyway. Trina says Mork and Mindy. That was a good one. Nano. I mean, who can forget? Oh, geez, Robin Williams. That was like his, skyrocket and thing to fame. I mean, who can forget the big egg he come out of, and from his planet, you age up or down. You age down. You start as old and you work your way down to young, all backwards. And Nano, how did he have a hand signal? He did something. I can't remember. Anyway,
Wasn't it like that? No,
no, that
or
was
something.
Spock.
No, that was Spock.
That was Spock. Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Ah, that's funny.
And then the Jeffersons. Teresa says the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons were a spin-off of All in the Family. They were and stuff. Yeah, King of Queens, Al, King of Queens. Oh, and you know that guy is still funny. He does do some funny. He makes short skits on YouTube now that are like 2 minutes, and they are actually funny. I enjoy watching. This last one he had was doing something. He was out. He was at a thing, and he was at a cookout and eating a vegetarian burger, and he was like, "Well, how do you make a vegetarian burger?" And then he dreams up this idea. He's out there with his gun hunting carrots, and he's shooting carrots, and then they're putting them on the burger, and he looks at it, he goes, "Oh, this is the best burger ever." And then he goes, and he dreams up this carrot thing in this scenario where he's out hunting carrots, and he goes, "No, I'll take a real burger." He says, "I can't eat it no more." After he dreamt to shooting a carrot, it was kind of funny. You have to look it up.
I will.
I will
look it up.
he's got a whole bunch of them.
So was he the person that played in Mall Cop?
Yes, Mall Cop.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of movies. I do like Kevin James. That's his name, Kevin James. See, if I ain't thinking about it, it comes right out. That's my higher self saying, "Hey, stupid, I'm coming through. I can go right through that tinfoil hat. Don't you worry. I'm not 5G. I'm not being 5G'd."
I'm loving all the comments in the comments section. Trina, or no, that was Maverick George. He said he had a dog named Mork.
Oh, yeah. There was what was it? I Dream of Jeannie. Lost in Space. Yes. I Dream of Jeannie. The girl, that girl. Yeah, that girl. I haven't seen that show in forever. It was that girl. Yeah. I don't remember what it was about, but I did remember watching it. The Flying Nun. That was with, what is his name? Burt Reynolds' girlfriend. What's her name?
Didn't he have a lot?
Yeah. The little girl. I can't think of her name. It wasn't Natalie Wood. It was that's not right. Not Natalie. It was oh geez, she's pretty famous too for her own right. Okay, somebody get this out of my head. I'm blowing my head up. What is the girl from the Flying Nun? Burt Reynolds' girlfriend in Smoking the Bandit. What's her name? I'm losing it here.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Sally Fields. All right. Fields. Milky's mom got it. Brenda, you're great.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, she's old school. She's old school.
Brenda on here.
Lost in Space has got it too. McHale's Navy. Geez, Al, that's a long ways back. McHale's Navy with Ernest Borgnine. Yes, I remember watching. Wow. Yeah, that was a funny show too. I love that show. Man, I haven't seen that one in a while. Did you ever watch that?
No. No. I didn't watch a lot of movies when I was growing up. So a lot of these ones that you guys are talking about in here, I seen later on after like replays or whatever, right?
Yep,
so we spent a lot of time. Look, I did watch Mork and Mindy. What were the shows that I watched? I watched Mork and Mindy, Three's Company, Laugh-In.
Oh, I never watched Laugh-In.
What was the other one that Sally Fields? Grumpy Old Men?
No, she was not in Grumpy Old Men.
Who? See, this is why I never talk about
the movie. Grumpy Old Men had what's it? Sophia Loren was in Grumpy Old Men. That was the hot, sexy lady they were all chasing after. I think it was Sophia Loren, wasn't it? Or it was that other gal.
Dolly Parton.
No, that wasn't Dolly Parton. It was that other gal. Somebody help me out with that. Grumpy Old Men. Who was the gal?
That was Sally Fields.
No, sure it was not Sally Fields. I know that she had red hair. David Castle made it. Great. Okay. Who was it? Isby says
Somebody out there
Grizzly
said
Adams was in my childhood. Now you know the Grizzly Adams guy just died here a
and
little while ago,
Margaret.
about a year ago or so. And Adams Family Houses and Dark Truth, the Real McCoys. Oh yeah, I loved Real McCoys. Well, you know, he'd get there and well, I don't know, you know, what's his name? Brennan. Brennan something. I can't remember his name. I always remember the song he sung. He had a song about that old mule, and whatever. Sophia Loren. See, Trina says it was Sophia Loren. Yes. Anne Margaret. Barry Chad says Anne Margaret. No, I think it was Anne Margaret. That's right. Okay. Maybe, well, they had two shows. Maybe one was Anne Margaret and one was, because it was Grumpy Old Men and then Grumpy Old Men too, didn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah, they made like a few different seasons with it.
But I think it was Anne Margaret and Sophia Loren. Both of them, each show had the same. Yeah.
So what movie was it that Walter Matthau and Sally Fields played in? What movie was that? Because I remember, because she always, like, that generation used to put humor with a massive message together. You know, so like they did it through humor so that you kind of look at it and go, wow, what was that all about? But you always felt good after watching it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't remember her name or with that show.
Milky's mama is saying yes to both ladies.
Like I said, I think one was Anne Margaret was in the one, and then Sophia Loren was in the other one, because I remember Walter Matthau was chasing after him and Lemon. Why can't I remember these? Wasn't it Don Lemon? Lemon. His last name was Lemon. Anyway, they were both chasing after the woman in that movie, and I'm thinking, oh man, you guys are just too damn old to chase after her. But they put on their best fishing clothes and away they went.
Oh, and the fish in the truck. Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, and that was one of the last movies for what's his name?
Walter Matthau?
No, the old guy.
The guy that played in the ice fishing?
Yeah, the one he got famous by being in Mice and Men. And I can't think of it. He's the one that's always quoted in that one that say in
Jack Carter?
No, it wasn't that. He has a funny, almost a girl's like name, and I can't remember it. But anyway, he was in the Twilight Zone. They always play that one. He says, "No, as long as I have a thought, I live." You know, Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon.
Yeah, Deborah Sloan. Deborah Sloan, you get cookies. Somebody said there was Laverne and Shirley. Everybody remember that was a spinoff of Happy Days. And there was Happy Days, and then there was a spinoff of Laverne and Shirley. And remember, Fonzie came to Laverne and Shirley a couple of times there. That was one of those things. But man, those were good shows too. You know,
yes.
You know, and then Lenny and Squeaky. Oh my gosh, you know. And Laverne was always, and she always had the big L on her shirt. You know, that was so funny.
And the diner, I think, what was it called? Something diner. What was the diner called?
They had a diner in Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah, because Laverne. Oh no, they didn't. They worked in a milk factory. Was it a milk factory?
Yeah. They lived in Milwaukee and worked in a factory of some sorts. I don't remember what factory it was, but they were. This was Laverne and Shirley. Happy Days were all based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and the 70s show. That was actually a good show too. I take that back. Seinfeld was not the last show. 70s show was pretty humorous too, but that still was. Oh, Lucky Stone says Mork and Mindy was also. Yeah, that's right. The Fonz was on Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy was a spinoff of Happy Days.
Oh, that's right too. So all these funny, humorous movies that we used to watch back in the day are all like they had a storyline.
Yeah,
and whereas now everything, I don't know.
Yeah, Tanya Rose says Mork was on Happy Days at one point too. Yeah, because they all bebopped amongst each other, and I don't know how they did, but it was good. It was all good, you know. Yeah. Al, I don't think Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea was a funny, humorous show. I think that was more serious. You know, although I did like the little flying submarine that would come out of the water and go, you know.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they had the big sea monsters and things that would grab the ship. You know, it was kind of funny to us, but they were always on the edge of pushing the nuclear bombs. We gotta launch the missiles. Hold down, stand down. You know. Anyway.
So Laverne and Shirley, let me see. Milky's mom says it's a beer factory. Pa Joe says it's a beer plant.
Yeah, it was a beer factory. Yes,
was
it was a beer factory or beer plant. It was some place that makes beer. That's what they do in Milwaukee is make beer. And,
I know subliminal messaging there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So anyway, so let's
Andy Griffith's show. That's funny.
Andy Griffith. Yeah, that was a few. Oh, yeah. Well, that's where Barney Fife was. I got my one bullet in the pocket, you know, for his gun. And he says, "No, don't put that in the gun." That's, you know, for.
He played in a lot of westerns too, didn't he?
Yes, the Apple Dumpling Gang. Yes,
yeah.
But he wasn't Barney Fife. He was in the Apple Dumpling Gang. Remember that?
Yeah,
and then he was in I got a lot of Don Knotts movies, and he was in like the last cowboy or the smallest cowboy or the scaredest cowboy in the West or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to look up some of these movies.
Yeah, see, there's so many things, you
awesome.
know. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, the Tanya Rose. Yeah, Tanya Rose is Bewitched. I love that with the little, and then she had the spinoff of Tabitha. Tabitha had there was a spinoff of Tabitha when she got older. But anyway, Bewitched was awesome. That was with Elizabeth Montgomery and who was the guy? The one guy hurt his back. The first guy, Darren, her husband, Darren. Yeah, he was hilarious, and he hurt his back, and then they replaced him with another guy.
I remember that because I remember seeing a different face in that video.
Yeah. Trina says Don Knotts, my childhood neighbor's uncle. Go figure.
No way. That's so cool.
Now here's something. It was Don Knotts. They said when Don Knotts died, he died laughing, or was it? He died laughing, or was it Bob Denver? I think it was Don Knotts.
I think so too.
Yeah, shakiest gun in the West. I just watched it. That's what it was. She's right. Dark Truth.
Gun in the West.
Kudos to you. She is getting so many of these right. Al says Wild Wild West. Al, guess what? I don't think I've ever watched Wild Wild West, so I can't really judge on that one.
I'm writing that one down because I want to go check this out.
Isby says Lone Ranger. That wasn't kind of and Gunsmoke. Al says Gunsmoke.
Oh,
and
my
Cheers.
gosh.
George Maverick says Cheers. Yeah, Cheers was good too.
Hi, Norm.
Yes, there you go. Who hasn't watched Cheers? And that was kind of one of the shows that like evolved. I mean, they kept some of the same people, and then they got new, what's his name? The guy, he got new love interests, and then they shuffled through some people, and Norm was there. But they were always sitting at the bar, and doing nothing.
Drinking his beer.
Yeah.
Well, there's and who was the waitress that played in that?
In which one?
What is her? Do you know the really cheeky one? What was her name?
The first one was a blonde, and I can't remember her name. But then the next one was replaced with that gal that played as in Star Trek or something. She played the one Vulcan lady. I can't remember. But anyway, I can't remember her name. She's always in the tabloids. But
Isby says, "Just shoot me." Is that a show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That wasn't on very long, but I really did like that. That was a good one.
Yes, George. Sam was the bartender.
Brenda says Brian watched Gunsmoke every day. He loved it. Yeah, who didn't love a good Western? You know, Gunsmoke was like one of the longest lasting Westerns. It was like, it ran for like 20 years. Believe
Holy
it or
cow, that
yeah,
was a long
I mean
time,
it
hey?
had like 200 and some episodes, I guess, or something. Yeah, Maverick George says, yeah, that lady, the one of the waitress ladies, the grumpy one, she married Danny DeVito, Ruth something or other. I can't remember her name either, but yeah, the short little lady.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she does another movie with, it's on Netflix actually, and I cannot remember. I'm I can't recall the name of the show on Netflix, but
Mhm.
it's about it's about two older women, and both of their husbands are lawyers and work in the law office, and have had like an affair for like 20 some odd years, and then they come out and they tell the ladies that they've
Mhm.
been having an affair with them, and it's just so funny, some of the stuff that they
Mhm.
do in the show,
Mhm.
and how they work through all of it, and how they use humor, and how they support, and how they use laughter just to get through it all,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just entertaining. So and it's kind of cool because I kind of see how that whole video is
Mhm.
how we all play out our lives. It's like we're all playing out that a big comedy show in everything that we're looking at, right? Because
That's right.
you
That's right.
know,
It
so might as
is.
well have fun with it.
It is. Well, I think the comedy is, when they shoot things at you that is like real life, but they exaggerate it a lot. That's pretty much what happens. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody had mentioned Lucky Stone, said Christy Alley. Cheers. She was the one, the love interest of what's his name, and Shelley Long. She was the first gal, and then it
Oh,
went to
that's right.
Christy Alley. Christy Alley's the one that's always in the thing because she gained so much weight, then she lost a bunch, then she's on Weight Watchers, and then she gained a bunch of weight. I'm like, what do? You gain weight so you can be on Weight Watchers and make $1 million by saying, look, I lost all this weight, I'm on Weight Watchers. Okay, and then 6 months later, look how big I've gotten. I need to get on Weight Watchers. Al says Land of the Giants. Yeah, Al, I liked Land of the Giants, but it was like such a short-lived series. I think it was only on a year or two. It was kind of like the time tunnel. Remember the time tunnel? Oh man, I like that show, but when they did the thing with the spinny deal, it always made me like, whoa, I feel like I couldn't watch it because the spinny deal was going around. I was like, oh boy.
What was the Land of the Giants about?
Well, it was about these people that ended. I don't know how they got there, but they went to a different place and they were like the little people, and everybody was like us, but they were about the size of ants, and then they were running around trying to get from place to place. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of goofy. Teresa says loved Land of the Giants and Lost in Space. Yeah, Lost in Space with the
Lost in
robot.
Space was good.
You know, what would the robot say? All the time. Some danger, Will Parker. Danger, Will Parker. Danger. Hey, I got the tinfoil hat. I could be the robot. Danger, Will Parker. Danger. Danger. And he had the little spinny things that were going around. You know. Anyway, hey, I got some stuff, and we're gonna do a little share screen here.
Okay.
Okay.
Animation
Okay.
with the kids was good too, Trina. I agree. That was
Yes.
great.
Okay, so we got humor serves remarkable. Okay, everybody, I did my homework again. We're gonna just skip through this, but if you want this information I wrote down, just email me and I'll send you whatever I got. Humor serves a remarkable survival purposes spanning over 4 domains of our M1 in the biological domain of humor, and laughing relieves stress. So laugh, relieve stress. Watch some of them darn old movies. Danger, Will Robinson, Isby says. Danger. Okay, we're going to get environment of the trust, a no judgment zone. In the social domain, humor binds, communicates together, which serves value, and feels great to be able to share a laugh. Hey, when people get together and they start laughing, don't you make better bonds with people?
I think so.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if I get together with people and we share laughs and we have a good time, you know, that humor sticks out. I remember people better that way. It says here, our brains are designed to compare bits of information. We're always comparing things from a survival perspective. An ancestor that notices a new rustling in the bushes that a moment before us still can then ran away or prepared for a fight survived more than the ancestor that didn't notice the difference and was eaten by the tiger. That's kind of funny in itself. Hey, Joe, I heard a rustling of leaves. Don't worry about it. I got this. Let's sit down and have a sandwich. And then they get eaten. Why didn't they come home? Somebody better go looking for them.
Yep.
Anyway.
This is good stuff, Robert.
Our sense of humor is influenced by our home and social domains. Things like family may not seem funny to someone, but from another family, perhaps an ancestor that could share a joke with another created more social bonding. Hey, that's just what we were talking about.
Yeah.
See? So by, okay, here's another thing. We laugh because we feel joy when superior to someone else. Have you ever not looked at somebody and says, "You're so funny," and then just kind of walked away and kind of, yeah, look at that. Did you know I just put a sign on the back of it that says "kick me"?
Yeah, that's usually what happened to me in my family. I was always the butt of the joke, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just what needs to happen. You just have to laugh and enjoy everything, right?
Absolutely. Okay, sometimes we laugh because we feel joy. Okay, superior humor may actually mask deep insecurity. Do you laugh when you feel insecure?
Nope, never.
Okay, I can say that's a chalk up one. Al's laughing too. Oh, okay.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
jeez. Rita Perlman was Carla, the waitress. George Maverick, you get a
Rita.
cookie. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. See, I'm watching both. I'm driving the bus. Just wait. I'm driving. I'm gonna get a bus picture to put in back of me. Don't you worry. Laughter is enhancement of humor, turning a perception into action. Laughter has all sorts of healing properties.
Yes, it does.
That is why humor is involved. Early humans survived better than their counterparts if they could laugh when faced with adversity. So see, humor is healing. So after you get done watching this, turn something else on so you can, like a good comedy, so you get some laughs. That's a joke. No, watch this show over and over and over.
It's a good topic because I don't know about other people, but I forget to laugh sometimes. I really do. You just take yourself too seriously and you just have to laugh.
Yeah, and when the 5G comes and gets you, you got to put on your tinfoil hat so you can think, There you go. Okay, researchers do not fully understand which aspects of a joke or situation make it seem funny. Various theories have posed that people find amusement in misfortunes of others, in expressions or otherwise forbidden emotions. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at the guy who drowned. Oh, ain't that funny? He was yelling for help and everybody was taking selfies of him with the drowning guy and they're laughing about it. But, see, that's how we find humor in others. I'm just pointing out some really bad ones, ain't I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
That's okay, though. That's okay because
yeah.
that's what we do. It's like laughing. Like I don't know how many times anybody walking along and they trip over a fluff ball.
Yep.
And you're like landing on your knees kind of thing and everybody's like laughing at you. It's the same thing. You just got to enjoy the ride.
Absolutely.
We're going to laugh at stuff. Humor is healing. So just having fun with it all.
Absolutely. See, even humor goes way back. Perhaps the oldest theory of humor, which dates back to Plato and other ancient Greek philosophers, posits that people find humor in and laugh at earlier versions of themselves and misfortunes of others because of feeling superior. You ever go back and think of yourself as a little kid and laugh?
Do I ever go back and look at myself as a kid and laugh? Yeah,
Yes. Okay, there you go.
absolutely. That
Well,
was like
then,
me explaining the sidewalk theory, right? Because it's
yeah,
like, oh, how many times did I ever do that
that's
in our
right.
day, right?
Absolutely. And okay, here we go. This goes back 18, and we got Sigmund Freud even has something to say. This 18th century gave rise to the theory of release. So the best known version of formulated later by Sigmund Freud held that laughter allows people to let off steam or release pent up nervous energy. According to Freud, this process explains why taboos, whatever that word is, psychological and sexual themes and jokes that broach thorny social ethic topics can amuse us. When the punchline comes, the energy being expended to suppress inappropriate emotions such as desire of hostility or no longer needed and is released as laughter. That is absolutely true. How many people have said, yeah, just laugh a little bit and blow off some stress. Let's go have some laughs after work because work has been really stressful. Of course, they usually include that with beer or alcohol of some sort.
Right.
And then after you have too many of those, people are dancing on the bar and stripping and doing stupid stuff, and you go, "Oh boy, maybe that wasn't such a good idea." Oh, there was a movie on that. I think it was called Christmas Party. Um, I'm serious. I think it was called Christmas Party.
I think
Okay.
so too. I recall something like that.
Yeah. The psychological study of laughter has its own name. Did you know that you can become a scientist and study laughter, and all you have to do is submit to the government that you are a gelatoology, whatever that word is. How do you say that? Can you see that?
Where is
G
that?
geloph gelophatology, gelotology, gelo.
Gelotology?
Yeah, yeah, I can't even say it. Oh my gosh.
Gelotology.
Yeah, that's just kind of funny saying that when it rolls off your tongue. Jello, 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 jello.
It's Jello.
Yeah,
Gel-O-to-ology.
ology. They should have made it two
There you go.
words. See, that's just funny. Gong show. So Isby says gong show. Oh, I loved it. And the guy with the dancing, he was a dancing guy, and he would come out there with the guy with the bag over his head. Isby. Oh, remember that? The guy with the bag over, what did they call him? Oh my gosh. He was like the bag comic or something like that. And they would always gong him, and they would let him come out and he'd say some stupid joke and do some stupid thing, and then they would gong him, and they would all gang up and gong him. Okay, here, the psychology, the physiology, I can say this funny, physiology, because we have a funny show. Physiology of study of laughter, okay. And certain parts of the brain are responsible for certain human functions. For example, you can't breathe when you're laughing. Oh no, I'm just making that up. And when you're laughing, you may pee your pants if it's too. Oh, I'm making that up too. Uh, we know that certain parts of the brain are responsible. But people do that. They laugh so hard they pee their pants. You know, we know that certain parts of the brain are responsible for certain human functions. For example, emotional responses are the function of the brain's largest region, the frontal lobe. But researchers have learned that the production of laughter is involved with various regions of the brain. While the relationship between laughter and the brain is not fully understood, researchers are making some progress. I'll tell you what, if they operate on my brain and take out the front part and I can still laugh, I'm good with that. Don't worry. I'm good with that.
Al, you're being hilarious. He's talking
Oh.
about Friday the 13th.
Al, how is Friday the 13th funny? I just want to know, how is Friday the 13th? That when the Friday the 13th came out, that was like one of the scariest movies. I tell you that, man. I just don't like horror movies. Oh, Lost in Space is Flip Wilson. Okay. Uh,
Tanya Rose says Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. What show did he play in?
He played in Taxi, I think.
Taxi. He was a young guy talk like that. From foreign country. Didn't he die in some kind of horrible tragic death or something like that? Yeah, I loved how he did. Andy caught me. I remember he's talk like this. He's from France, country, and he gets this out of that, and it's so funny. That was funny. I don't know how he did it, but it was funny.
Yes, I liked him in Taxi. He was good.
Oh,
he did a lot of different ones.
Oh yeah. The left side of the cortex, the layers of cells that cover the entire surface of the forebrain, analyzes the words and structures of the joke. The brain's large frontal lobe, which is involved in social emotional responses, becomes very active. So guess what? If you're not funny and you're not laughing, you may be lacking in brains.
Oh, nice.
The right hemisphere of the cortex carried out intellectual analysis required
this BS.
to get.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so if you're missing the right hemisphere of the cortex, you might not get the joke. So that's for all those people that go out there and go, there was 5 blondes standing in a row. What do you call that?
What do you call it?
A wind tunnel. See, you're missing that right hemisphere of the cortex. Oh, no. Geez.
Nice, Robert. Careful what you do there, bud. I'm going to throw one back at you.
I didn't mean to offend all the blonde girls out there. I know they're nice. Brain activity. I only have one joke left in my bag yet tonight. I only, Okay, brain activity then spread to the sensory process area of the optical. I can't even say that. Lobe. They even said it was misspelled. Okay. The area of the back of the head that contains the cells that process visual signals. Hey, that's why when I fall down and I land on my back of my head, I can't see very good, right? I think they call that a concussion. Mm-hmm. Stimulation of the motor sections evoke physical responses to the joke. So I get it. You get it from all around the brain, then it goes to the front of the brain, goes to the back of the brain, and then the motor sections make you laugh. There you go. They explained it all. I can tell you what. That's a pretty good. And that's the end of that. Okay, I'm going to stop the share. And let's look at Fat Albert Isby says. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what?
What's the F Troop, Al?
F Troop. Oh, that was a show too, wasn't it? Or was it part of another show?
I don't know. Al's messing with the whole thing. He's just absolutely hilarious because he's going Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, that's not even funny.
Yeah, Al, you're missing part of that brain part. Must be some of that frontal lobe, or is it the right cortex or the left cortex? You're missing something there, Al.
It's all good.
It's all good. It is. It really is.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was.
I'm enjoying it. Isby says Fat Albert too. That wasn't that part of wasn't that Bill Cosby that did that show? Yes,
Bill Cosby. He was the voices of Fat Albert or something like that. Hey. You know. Then there was somebody else mentioned a show, and Welcome Back Carter, and that's where John Travolta got his start. Man, the sweat hogs, man, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was man. That was back in his younger days.
Holy cow, that was a while ago.
Yeah. I'd hate to have been that teacher. Remember the teacher guy? I forget what his name was, but he had the big frizzy hair. That was back in the 70s when they had the big frizzy hair. I mean, who has big frizzy hair nowadays? I mean, come on.
It's making a comeback.
Oh, geez. I think it's just gross.
Well, you know what? I don't care what anybody. You know what? That's them. That's their life. If they want to wear it, if you don't want to like it, you don't have to look at it. Me, I think it's fun because I used to watch people with big fluffy hair pull out, their pen, and then they would write and stick it back in their hair. Well, I thought it was like that was a really convenient purse. That's how I look at stuff.
How do those people with the big giant frizzy hair put on a hat? I mean, what did they do? Just get there and just kind of like set it way on the top? Well, or
No,
whatever. I
frizz
mean,
usually comes after, like, frizz usually happens with electricity in the air and stuff, right? So
yeah.
I don't know. Who
Okay.
knows what they do? But I enjoy watching how people deal with all sorts of different things, right? I mean,
Yeah.
hair is just one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
What is that, Al? Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you to all the moderators.
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I got my one last joke.
Okay.
So I went to the nursing home, right?
Uh-huh.
I went up to this old aunt I know, walked up, and I said, "Hey, you remember who I am?
Mhm.
Do you remember who I am?" And she goes, "Well, if you want to know who you're at, just go up to the front desk over there and they'll tell you who you are. They tell us all the time."
Right. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
awesome. Thank you, Robert. Thank
okay.
you for
Well,
having me on here. Sorry I
oh,
wasn't more talkative, but you know what? I had fun. It was
you
entertaining, fun to watch the chat. I like interaction from everybody, but that's
I
just a me thing.
see
Um,
now you were saying that you're not not the people person and this and that and all these other things. But I tell you what, see, you managed to get up the courage and come on the show in front of millions and millions of people, and and here you are, and it didn't kill you. Maybe put a few gray more hairs in your head, but that's all right.
right?
It
That's okay.
grayness is a part of being wise and something else, but I don't know what that is.
No, it's just the wind tunnel coming through.
Oh, it's the other side of the blonde, right? Anyway,
Yeah, it's
okay.
the other side of the blonde. There you go.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just teasing.
anyway, I,
Anyway,
I
that was fun.
I'm glad you could come. See, you just proved that anybody out there can come on and do and have a good show, and we can talk about pretty much anything. Now, tomorrow, we're gonna
Yeah, who's on
we're
tour tomorrow?
tomorrow is Trina, and I hope David Barry. I hope everything goes right, and David Barry will be on, and me and
Oh,
Trina,
cool.
and
That'll
hopefully
be awesome.
we'll be doing the same thing we were going to talk about last time. We're going to talk about dreams or something like that.
Oh,
So
nice. This will be
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Thank you.
So David
Trina's
Barry,
always, you guys always have some really amazing informational stuff. So it was
yes,
nice to be able to just let some of the information go, take a break, have some fun with just being funny, bring up what makes people laugh to help.
yes,
Just to kind of even things out. So this is great. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show.
yeah.
So,
And then you want to know more is on Sunday we got Julianne Payne with her words and spells and unspelling the
cool.
spelling. So Julianne Payne will be coming and talking about some of her poetry stuff that she writes and the spelling, and it should be very interesting because she's got that. I don't know how she does it, but you got to be Australian to talk and do. I mean,
She
anyway.
is amazing. I don't know. I think all the speakers, it's really intimidating to come on because all these other people, you look at them and they make it look so easy and so effortlessly and,
Absolutely.
and just flows. And I admire that in every single one of the speakers that come on to Soul Tribe that have their own channels. It's amazing. So thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we're going to take it out of here because we've run over again. I'm always running over, but everybody loves it. So everybody, be the frequency you want to receive. Please put on your tinfoil hat because I don't want you to get snagged by the 5G. Love you all.
Bye, guys. Love you.